Now, what's your name and what type of art do you do?
My name is Ezra Ferguson, and I am strictly a body painter. I do, pretty much my media is pencil and paper. I do graphic design, things like that, but I've never been a canvas painter.
Why is that?
Initially, I was so heavy into comics and anime that canvas painting, really, I had no interest in it, and it just seemed too messy to me. So it was just something that really never piqued my interest. Not until I started to body paint, and then that became my canvas.
Now, before we get into the body painting, which comic book characters did you grow up liking?
Woo! Man. If there was a long list, maybe from the door to the door, I could go through them. But I have favorites, my favorite character is Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
Love Spider-Man, and then I was into some others, I liked Thor, Deadpool, really any comics, any animes, Bleach, mangas, all types of things like that. I'm pretty much into everything comic and anime, sci-fi, fantasy, that type of thing.
Now the piece that the body painting that you did yesterday, or posted yesterday, that one kind of looked like, it reminded me, it's funny that you say that because it reminded me of a costume almost, in a sense, like a superhero.
Right. The
way you have the colors layered. So does that influence your choice in body painting?
It definitely influences my choice in body painting. I think that's one thing that kind of, I don't necessarily want to say separates me, because all art is art, but it kind of gives me my own individual taste and flair to it. Because I'm so into comics and anime, it comes out through pretty much every piece that I do. I do some abstract, but usually everything is fairly deliberate in design. I'm all about full coverage, a lot of colors, a lot of clean, straight lines. Everything's really deliberate. You'll rarely see a lot of, I guess you say impressionistic, or a lot of art where it's completely about feeling. My art is definitely, really kind of straightforward. You can usually tell, what it is that I'm painting, when you look at it.
Okay.
But
now, how do you plan on incorporating the element of yoga into this show that's coming up now?
Well, actually, how I really plan on doing it is really how I got into doing body art anyway. Because if you take a piece and you're painting on the canvas, you can paint a Coke bottle on the canvas, and whether that canvas is on the floor, the ceiling, or any wall, it's going to look like that Coke bottle. But you paint a Coke bottle on you paint it on me, you paint it on someone who's heavy, someone who's short, that Coke bottle is going to look completely different. So it's all about flow, it's all about feel, it's all about how that person moves, gravity. Are they tall? Are they short, skinny? Are they heavy? So with yoga and its fluid movements and the flexibility of each yogi will definitely be interesting as far as how I plan to flow with it. So I don't really know too much about yoga myself, but I at least know about the range of motion that is incorporated in there, and that's pretty much what I'll go ahead and play off of.
Do you know who you'll be painting?
I do.
Who is that?
I will be painting Unstable Muse, Ariel, and I'll be painting Hippie, Heathen. So I'll be painting two models. I'll be painting both. They'll be in, Unstable Muse will be in the first show, Hippie will be in the second. So you will definitely know that I painted both of them because they will both be very similar in design and feel, but they'll both be different enough where they'll both have their own individual taste and own individual flair to them.
Do you have a color scheme planned?
I do have a color scheme. I am going to be working with black and gold, and then from there I'll be working with various colors, pretty much whatever it is that comes to me. When I approach a piece, I'll have one very specific part of it that's definite, and then everything else I pretty much go with the flow and just let my creativity fuel me.
How does it feel when you're finished? Like, how do you know when you're finished?
I guess it just varies. It's just one of those things that you just know. You know, like I said, because I don't have anything that's set in stone when I paint, I guess once you just get to a certain point and you just feel like you're done. You know, you'll look and you'll try and do something else, but before you even put the brush back onto your canvas, you stop and you just know, like, you know what, I'm finished. This is it. That's my piece. I'm done. Or if time runs out, whichever comes first.
Exactly.
But normally it's, you know, when you just get to a certain point and you just stop. You just know it's finished. You know, you just get that sense of, you know, that sense of relief, and it just almost that exhale, you will. So that's how I know when I'm done.
Are there any artists you're looking forward to seeing at the show?
Everybody. I love doing shows. I think it's so interesting, the huge amount of diversity and talent, and how creative somebody can be with just a few colors. It's always interesting to me. I've done, I think this will be my fourth or fifth show, I want to say. 1, 2, 3, I think fourth show. But every single artist that I've seen at each show has been completely different in what they bring to the table. You know, that's why I like art, because it doesn't matter what your experience level is, someone's gonna find it beautiful. Whether you've been doing it for 10 minutes or you've been doing it for 10 years. You know, there's art for everyone.